women, nobody has to really redefine the position of women. Women are in the center. The center has often been, being taken away from them, shifted back again, depending upon region to region, country to country, and culture to culture. But because they are in center, that is why they are so much discussed historically, religiously, in any and every forum in the world today. Because the center has to be discussed, and they affect everything. They own the world, the universe in fact, not the world, universe in fact. Their universe, I see, starts from the very core of their inside, which is a woman's inside being, is the core of any civilization, any humanity. And this has been unfortunately not recognized the way it should have been. Had it been recognized, had the center was honored and acknowledged, today the civilization would have been different. The countries, the relationship between countries and nations would have been very different, because women don't see themselves in geographical or physical divisions. They see themselves in relationships. They are relationship builders, and they often identify themselves through a relationship. Whether, of course, that is also challenged, but historically, culturally, women tend to talk about themselves. I have so many children. I am mother of so and so. I am daughter of so and so. I am wife of so and so. Whether whether feminist speaking, we like it or not, but this is there from women's point of view. Looking at this in Pakistan, I have been engaged with the women in the communities since last 40 years now, across the region, across the country, and partially I have been moving around and traveling in South Asia and other countries too, related to my work. And I find that home-based workers organizations provides a natural entity, a natural identity to the women's power, which is really true. It connects. Why is she working? She is working to make the family go, because she is a provider, what she ancestrally was, because she is the heart of the home, because everybody looks up to her when there is hunger in the house, when there is a threat in the family, when there is the little ones do not know where to go, even the husbands often. They all look towards this one person who happens to be the woman. And in the shape of relationships, she is a mother, she is a daughter, she is a wife, and she moves things. Whatever she has, she moves things with that. But she tends to be, if she tends to be lonely, these lonely women struggling and in the front line of the fire gets organized easily. Their spaces to organize are there, their momentum is there, their hardcore commitment is there. The only thing is that there has to be a catalyst to make them realize that your organization will change things, will bring a fundamental social change in the lives of the communities, their families, the nation, and the world. I have seen that happening more than often. Whenever there is a problem of a young girl getting permission of going out of the house, if you motivate the mother, the grandmother, if she understands, entire community and household understands. So they are really leaders there. And in Pakistan, this home-based workers movement is catching on beautifully, because their skills, their intellect, their hard work, their stories get connected to each other, and that generates a power, that generates beautiful energy, and which gives them collective energy to address any kind of power structures that come in their way. Of course, it has to be more sharpened. Of course, it has to be more empowered. The process is on. But investing on women organizations, on home-based workers organization, it combines everything. And now it's much more powerful with the South Asian movement, that it's not only about livelihood. The livelihood we have expanded this into health, into education, into parenting, into into rights based movements, into this vertically the market, international market, local market. She's understanding all that because there's a collective efforts there now around this groups of women, which was missing and lacking. And HomeNet Pakistan or HomeNet South Asia has fulfilled it very beautifully and very, very effectively. Of course, there's a lot of work to be done still. We have to do a lot more needs to be done. And I'm in Nepal. I want to talk about that. I love this place. This is a beautiful country. It doesn't obstruct me from coming and going, and I love it. Bless Nepal.